Pour me another glass of coffee and hand me those papers over there. Thank you so much. Oh my God, do. Somebody please say it ain't so. I want to thank you all for tuning in to Docs Daily, where you get highly classified documentations from your boy, Sean Blazy. Ha ha ha. But ain't nothing funny though. Shout out to the legendary Mike Tyson. I gotta make this video because there's a lot of rumors going around talking about Mike Tyson sacrificed his own daughter to keep his career going. And the reason why people are spreading these rumors is because Mike Tyson is more famous now than ever, and he had the better half of his career way back in the 80s. And besides boxing, what is it that Mike Tyson do well? He's not a professor nowhere. He's not doing no boxing classes or nothing besides just being Mike Tyson. So how did things turn out the way they turned out for Mike Tyson when he was in and out of jail, being accused of all of these malicious things? But after his daughter passed away, it seems like all of his problems went away as well. So I'm not making this video to convince you of anything. I'm not trying to say that he did sacrifice his daughter. Actually, I'm trying to shut down all these rumors. But in order for me to do that, I got to go into these exclusive documentation so y'all can get an understanding of why people would even want to believe something so horrendous about Mike Tyson. Without further ado, let's get into this presentation. Before you can understand exactly what happened with this whole situation, we got to talk about Mike Tyson's wives. Tyson has been married 3 times. He spent 1 year married to Robin Givens from 1988 to 89 and told the wild story of catching her with Brad Pitt. If you want to believe him, she told ABC's Barbara Walters in 1996 that being his wife was torture and pure hell. That's wife number 1. And the reason why we got to go through Mike Tyson's wives is because he got married a couple of weeks after his daughter passed away, and they're still together today. And this man been on and off with different women since the beginning of his career, maybe even before that, but now he's settled down. Mike ain't fooling with nobody else. You don't hear about him sleeping around. He's a happily married man. Let's continue. Tyson got hitched to pediatrician Monica Turner from 1997 to 2003. She filed for divorce from the former heavyweight champion after alleging he committed adultery on numerous occasions. According to the Washington Post, Turner then walked away with millions of dollars. That's wife number 2. Couldn't keep it in his pants. Mike was all over the place. Now let's talk about this third and final wife. In 2009, Tyson put a ring on girlfriend Lakia Spencer and is still married to her in 2021. And that was the same year that his baby girl passed away. And she's not the mother of his baby girl. Let's continue. The baddest man on the planet has fathered several biological children, plus he considers another one his own. Tyson had 2 children with Monica Turner, Amir Ryan. He thinks of his eldest daughter, Genna, as his own. Raina, 25, is an actress looking for Hollywood success like her father. Amir is 23, played college baseball at American University, and is the CEO of Dunbar Attire. The boxing legend had Milan and Morocco Tyson with Spicer. The 13-year-old Milan has taken to tennis while Morocco is 10 years old. Tyson had his eldest daughter, Mikey Loren Tyson, with Kimberly Scarborough. News broke in February 2020 that he was willing to pay a man $10 million to wed his 31-year-old daughter, though he denied those claims. Oh, Tyson's final 2 children are Miguel and Exodus Tyson, whom he had with a woman named Sol Esclata, according to the New York Daily News. Now, this woman is random. This woman that he had these 2 children with, and they named the little girl Exodus. So keep that in mind as we continue. The 19-year-old Miguel is an aspiring musician and artist. Exodus suffered a tragic accident that led to her death when she was just a toddler. Rest in peace to this young lady. Tragedy struck in 2009 when Tyson's 4-year-old daughter Exodus died. She was playing on the treadmill in her mother's home in Phoenix, Arizona, when she accidentally hung herself with a treadmill cord that was hanging from the exercise machine. Her 7-year-old brother found her and alerted his mother, who called 911 and began CPR. She was taken to a nearby hospital and placed on life support, but was declared dead the day after the tragic incident. Now, I hate speaking on death, especially kids. So rest in peace to this young lady. A treadmill cord. The only cord I know on a treadmill is the one that you plug into the treadmill, and that's not dangling and that's not hanging from nowhere. Somehow she was playing on this treadmill and there's a cord that hangs under the console. Under the console. It's kind of a loop, Phoenix Police Sergeant Andy Hill told the news. Either she slipped or put her head in the loop, but it acted like a noose, and she was obviously unable to get herself off of it.
Oh my goodness.
Was the treadmill on? Even if, hypothetically speaking, even if her head did get caught on there, oh my
goodness.
Let's just continue on, and y'all let me know in the comment section if y'all think this makes sense. Tyson was in Las Vegas at the time, but immediately flew to Arizona upon hearing the news of his little girl. The Tyson family would like to extend our deepest and most heartfelt thanks for your prayers and support, and we ask that we be allowed our privacy at this difficult time. That's what Tyson told the people. And he said, after that happened, Tyson did cocaine to cope with her death, like as if he wasn't already doing cocaine. Now it's a lot of stuff that we're gonna cover, but before we do that, we got to talk about a few more things that need to be spoken about. Because Mike Tyson married the same year that his daughter passed away, which is in 2009, when Exodus tragically passed away. Now, before we move on, we got to look deeper into Mike Tyson's current wife, Lakia Spencer, Mike Tyson's wife. 5 facts you need to know right now. Let's get into it, man. Lakia Kiki Spencer has been married to boxing icon Tyson since 2009. She is his 3rd wife, and they had 2 children together. ABC is chronicling Tyson's life as a 2-part Mike called Tyson Knockout. The first portion premiered, blah, blah, blah. It's on Hulu. Let's get into this. Spencer and Tyson met several years before they began their romantic relationship. She was 18 when she attended one of Tyson's boxing matches with her father, and that's how they first met, when she was 18 years old. Spencer was convicted of fraud in 2008 after prosecutors said she pocketed thousands of dollars for a no-show teaching job. That's fraud. That's jail time. And not only did she get convicted, around the same time, Mike Tyson was going through some things too. And he was facing 7 years in prison in 2007. He ain't never did it. Tyson faces 4-count indictment on drug-related charges stemming from a December incident in Scottsdale, Arizona. He could face up to 7 years. 2007, he's facing 7 years. In 2008, she facing time. Spicer has had her own issues with the law. She was one of 6 people charged in the money laundering scheme in Pennsylvania 2004. According to the Department of Education, Spicer's mother, Fada Ali, worked as an assistant director of education for the sister Clara Muhammad School in Philadelphia. The school received federal funding to offer adult education courses and job training. Spicer and her brother Azim Spicer were paid teacher salaries, but prosecutors said they never taught any classes. So that's fraud. Spicer was pregnant with daughter Milan while she was in prison. Milan is 12 years old and she plays tennis now.
Oh my goodness.
Spicer discovered she was pregnant with Tyson's child about 1 week before her federal prison sentence was scheduled to begin. According to the New York Post, she gave birth to her daughter Milan Tyson after getting out of prison. According to Milan's Instagram account, she was born December 25th, 2008. So right before 2009. The preteen is now, well, I don't want to speak on that man kids, but y'all see what's going on. Tyson and Spencer got married in Las Vegas 2 weeks after his young daughter's tragic death.
Oh my goodness.
2 weeks later, they got married. Spicer and Tyson were not initially allowed to live together after she completed her prison sentence. The New York Post reported they had to maintain separate homes in Las Vegas because of their respective convictions. Tyson was convicted of rape in 1992, but after a few months, Spicer and Tyson got married in Las Vegas. Records from the Clark County's clerk's office in Nevada list the marriage date as June 6, 2009. It took place at the La Bella Wedding Chapel. The couple went ahead with the ceremony less than 2 weeks after Tyson's daughter Exodus died in a tragic accident. According to People, the 4-year-old was strangled when she became stuck in a cord hanging from a treadmill. Exodus' mother was Tyson's former girlfriend, Saul Excoto. According to the Daily Mail, Exodus' older brother and all that stuff, the girl passed away. And 2 weeks later, Tyson got married. Now, things happen. Life happens. People move on and everything. But like I said earlier, Tyson had the better half of his career in the mid-'80s, early '90s. He's still in the spotlight. He's still out here showboating. He's still a whole celebrity out here. But what exactly does he do? Him and his current wife was going through some shit. And something had to give. They couldn't even live with each other because of the court problems and issues they was having. They needed a break. Something had to come through and fix things for them. How y'all go from not being able to live with each other because of the law, and then y'all turn around and get married 2 weeks after this tragic incident and live happily ever after? And this is why people thinking it was a sacrifice. But like I said, man, I'm not here to convince you that it was a sacrifice. But this is the crazy thing. They named the little girl Exodus. And the definition for Exodus is a mass departure of people, especially immigrants. And her mama name was Saul Exoculta. So I'm pretty sure she was an immigrant.
Oh my goodness.
And you name this little girl Exodus, and that has everything to do with departure. And on top of that, DMX named his last album Exodus before he passed. And a lot of people believe that that was a sacrifice as well. So was that the plan from the beginning? Some people saying that the whole point of him having the girl and naming the girl that was for a sacrifice. I don't want to believe it because that's sinister, but like I said, we got a whole lot of stuff we got to get into. So y'all got to see this man been in trouble his whole career since before his career, 1987 to 89 and 78. He's just been in and out of jail all the way up until 2007. And since then, he'd been flying straight. He could have faced 7 years up in prison. All that went away. No more prison records. His wife, she ain't got no more prison records. She out here. Spicer and Tyson are raising their 2 children in a $2.5 million home near Las Vegas. So they made it out all right after all of this turmoil that was going on before their marriage. They both home free. Let's continue on, y'all. Let's get into this. Yo, Reg, cut that music off. Okay, y'all need to listen hard at this.
Had a baby.
Yeah.
Right. Who's 9 months old.
Hold on.
Had enough people whom you loved and trusted. Yeah. Who would you say that you now
Oh, damn it. Hold on, y'all. Let me just skip past this. All right, here we go.
love?
I love all my babies. That's the only thing that really matters to me now, you know. I'm glad that I'm married and I have a wife that can go through life with me and understand that this is my priority in life. You know, I have to take care of these babies now. You know, we get pretty few. You know, we're fortunate to get a few luxuries, but this is my main priority.
So you just had a baby,
Yeah.
right? Who's 9 months old?
She's pretty awesome.
Pretty
She's
girl.
pretty awesome.
If we're lucky and have time, look at her. Look at her. Look at her. And there's your beautiful wife sitting in the front row. Mike got married in June. Mike got married in June.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, to Kiki. So we'll talk to Kiki a little later on, but we also understand that you had, in a previous relationship, a young daughter, Exodus, who passed away through some bizarre accident. Can you tell us exactly what happened?
Mom, listen, oh man, this is my angel right there. I don't know what happened. I don't want to know. You know, oh boy, I went about this, I started off to go about...
Wait. Hold on, Mike. Wait. I don't know what happened. I don't want to know what happened. What do you mean you don't know when you don't want to know? But you know it got done. You know that it happened. I don't want to know. I don't know. I don't even want to think about it. I done moved on. I got a new family, new kids. Hey, people grieve differently. You know what I'm saying? God forbid anybody have to go through that. Maybe it's a coping mechanism. And that's the reason why I'm making this video. People want to jump the gun and just assume that he had something to do with it. Maybe he just really was hurt and touched by all of this, and he don't want to know. And he don't know, and he just don't even want to think about it no more. Reg, cut the music off. Let's get back into this, man. I do apologize.
Passed away through some bizarre accident. Can you tell us exactly what happened?
Mom, listen, oh man, this is my angel right there. I don't know what happened. I don't want to know. You know, oh boy, I went about this, I started off to go about this in the wrong direction. I started to go just go in this place and start blasting. But once I got there, I think from all my experiences in rehab and all this, it just kicked in. Boom. It was all about being responsible. What had to be done, she had to be buried, she had to be taken care of. I didn't have no animosity. I didn't have no anger towards anybody. I felt I had the right to, I really felt, I don't know. I just, I don't want to say the wrong thing because I know. I thought,
But we heard it was a freak accident that she
yeah. Well,
somehow
that's what I heard too.
had twisted the cord.
I don't know.
You don't know. You still don't.
I don't want to know.
Don't want to know.
No, I don't want to, because if I know, then I'm going to put somebody's going to be a blame for it. And if somebody's to blame for it, it's going to be a problem.
You don't want to carry that.
Yeah.
You know what, man? Man, look, he looked guilty as hell.
Oh my goodness.
Because you should want to know and get to the bottom of it. And what the hell was going on around here? You got to prevent stuff like that from happening in the future. And all of this grief, all of this pain, and you get married 2 weeks later? Look, baby, the wedding is going to have to wait. I need some time. All the stuff you got to go through for a wedding, inviting guests, a tuxedo, a cake, food, I loves yous, I do's, honeymoons. Y'all ain't had no honeymoon.
Oh my goodness.
Y'all didn't dance the night away and eat cake and do all that stuff that married people do. Look, if I'm depressed, I ain't gonna be able to do it right now. We got the money to push it back. But this obviously did not stop this man's flow. And I ain't trying to stop the flow of the video. Cut that music off. Let's get back into this. And let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section, pretty please. I do appreciate it.
How has her death affected or changed you? I heard you just say she's a little angel. I actually do believe that when you love somebody and they've loved you, that you end up with an angel whose name that you know.
I don't know, Oprah. You know, I would like to believe that. That sounds great.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my first instinct was a lot of rage, you know, and I'm just so happy that I had the tools in life, you know, not to go that direction because I've been that direction. I know where that's going to lead me. I know I'm not going to win.
Yeah.
I'm tired of losing. I want to win now.
Uh-huh.
You know, so I'm just fortunate to know I have children by different women that we're just so down and close together.
Wait. What do you mean you're tired of losing and you want to win? I'm tired of losing. I just want. So what was this all about? She asking you, how did it change your life? So did you do this for a win?
Happy that I had the tools in life, you know, not to go that direction because I've been that direction. I know where that's going to lead me. I know I'm not going to win.
Yeah.
I'm tired of losing. I want to win now.
Uh-huh.
You know, so I'm just fortunate to know I have children by different women that we're just so down and close together. My family that's my biggest asset.
Biggest asset.
They just love each other. You know.
So all of those are all your children? Yeah.
Oh, God.
We'll be right back.
Hold on, y'all.
Loyalty, companionship. I like strong women. I like a woman that runs a CEO. Focus so much. I live a real restricted life now because I know I can ruin everything I have right now. Very simply, I can just make that wrong detour. I'm very conscious, and I'm very conscious that I know most of my relationships have failed because I've never been loyal or honest to anybody in my life as far as the relationship. So I know I'm going to fail if I go that route, and I just tired of failing. You know?
Tired of failing.
Tired of failing, man.
You know what it sounds like, man? What it sounds like to me, and y'all probably don't see it like this, but this man was on the road to nowhere. Him and his wife was headed nowhere fast. Criminal records, in and out of jail, this long ass rap sheet. Let me read off some of this stuff before we continue. Arrested for purse snatching at the age of 12 years old in Brooklyn and sent to Tryon School. He was on the wrong course and spiraling out of control ever since he was 12 years old. June 21st, 1987, Tyson is accused of striking a male parking lot attendant after attempting to kiss a female employee. He is charged with misdemeanor assault and battery and assault with a deadly weapon, but settles out of court for $105,000.
Oh my goodness.
May 1988, Tyson is involved in a New York fender bender and gives his damaged $183,000 Bentley convertible to two policemen who wind up suspended when their superiors found out about it.
Oh my goodness.
This is all in 88. Tyson breaks a bone in his right hand during a early morning Harlem Street brawl with pro boxer Mitch Green. 9 years later, he is ordered to pay the jury $45,000 to Green. Yo, 88 was a hell of a year. Tyson drives his BMW into a tree and knocked unconscious in what the New York Daily News later reports as a suicide attempt caused by a chemical imbalance. The next month, police are summoned to Tyson's Brandsville, New Jersey estate after he hurls furniture out the window. Wife Robin Givens flees with her mama and files for divorce 5 days later.
Oh my goodness.
I can go on and on, like non-stop, until 2007, where Mike Tyson, this is 2003. Tyson files for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection, owing $38 million to the IRS. Tyson will contribute $14 million to paying it down after a lawsuit settlement for the next year with promoter Don King. Up until now, he was able to pay his way out of his troubles. The money is what was saving him, but when the money stopped and the money was getting low and you can't buy your way out of your troubles no more, and the same thing with his wife, my God. I ain't even get into the stuff that she did. Hold on, cut that. Now, I told y'all she was convicted in 2008, but let's get into these details. Spicer has had her issues of her own. She was one of 6 people charged in money laundering scheme in Pennsylvania in 2004, and they got the docs and everything on there. The Philadelphia Inquirer reported Spicer pocketed about $71,000 as a part of the scheme. She was charged with 2 counts of conspiracy, 4 counts of mail fraud, 1 count of theft concerning programs received federal funds, and 1 count of false statement. According to the Department of Education press release, Spicer could have faced a maximum sentence of 150 years
Oh my goodness.
behind bars. But she served far less time than that. On April 1st, 2008, Spicer was sentenced to 6 months in federal prison in order to pay $30,000 in restitution. According to the federal court records, she filed an appeal, but ultimately served the prison sentence. They like, man, baby, something gotta give. We messed up. You falling off, I'm falling off. What is we gonna do? And before you know it, let's continue, man. Because like I said, I love Mike Tyson. But what do he do besides be Mike Tyson? He ain't got no literacy programs going.
Oh my goodness.
He ain't out here educating, he ain't feeding nobody. He get a big fat check for being Mr. Tyson. Ain't won a fight in like since 89 or 90. Hey, man, y'all got to hear this.
This is my best thinking at the time. Get my gun, automatic, just like this, and just go crazy.
Who are you gonna hurt?
Regardless, that's just my first thought. But when I went to the hospital, the people that were there, they're up there because their kids are dead too. Mm-hmm. Or about to die. Mm-hmm. So, who the hell am I? Their kids are dying too. I don't know. No. It's something happened that day. I don't know what happened that day.
But whatever happened that day, was there a new Mike Tyson that came the next day?
No, I did some cocaine for a week. I had to get high.
Goodness.
I had to back then. I had to get high. I couldn't handle it at all. You have to go. Now, you understand, right? Thank you. Thank you, buddy. You want to take this stuff off?
Damn.
Oh my goodness.
This is obviously something that's haunting him, and rightfully so. This is something terrible that happened. But the way things are going, the way things started going ever since that moment that this event happened, and sometimes that happened in life. People go through things and it changed their lives for the better. And I'm hoping that this tragic incident is what helped this man change his life around. I'm happy he's not in jail or dead. He's still doing his thing. Mike Tyson, he got a podcast going. He's doing celebrity boxing matches. It's good to see a brother not behind bars. And I can understand why people would think that this was a sacrifice in order to pay off all his debts and put him on the straight and narrow for the rest of his life. Because when people are accused of doing sacrifices, they don't really have to work or do nothing after the sacrifice. Like Jennifer Hudson, when her family got executed, she ain't dropped no albums. She ain't got no steady career. What do Jennifer Hudson do? But she still got a bunch of money in the bank. I know you're thinking she probably owns some businesses. What businesses? She owned a couple of McDonald's or something. Like, how is she still a celebrity and she ain't doing nothing like that? And there's a bunch of people out there that's just rich and famous for the sake of being rich and famous. And I ain't hating. But you got to be out there selling hot dogs or something in order to maintain a living. But ever since 2009, Mike Tyson just been, hey man, shout out to Mike Tyson. Like I said, I'm not making this video to convince you of nothing, but I can see why people think it was some foul play involved, because how the girl passed away or how the young queen passed away, it just don't make no sense, man. Tyson's daughter tragically passed away in a freak accident. His daughter Treadmill accident was an extremely tragic accident that Mike Tyson had no fault in. I butchered that. Let me take off my special ed glasses and do that one again. His daughter's Treadmill accident was an extremely tragic accident that Mike Tyson had no fault in, but that doesn't make it hurt any less, as the second installment of Tyson's The Knockout digs deeper into Tyson's skeletons that he always hoped would stay in the closet. This piece of his unbelievable story is perhaps one of his most devastating. Wait.
Oh my goodness.
He ain't had no fault in it. It's one of his skeletons that he hoped would stay in his closet. If you ain't had nothing to do with it and the whole world knows about it, how is it a skeleton that's in your closet? Mike Tyson has been married 3 times and is currently has 7 biological children, including his late daughter, Exodus Tyson. Exodus was born to Sol Sokoto, who Mike never married, but with whom he did have 2 children, Exodus and her brother Miguel. Exodus was living with her mother at the time of the freak accident, while Mike was already dating his current wife, Lakia Spicer. The county sheriff said that upon investigation, it really was a blameless freak accident. How can you marry this woman? Wouldn't you be thinking, I should have been at home? I should have been there. If I wasn't out here tricking off with you, then I would have been able to be at home with my baby. No, we not getting married right now. Maybe if I was home being a real father, then this wouldn't have happened. But you married a side chick you was with at the time when your daughter got caught up like that? The county sheriff said that upon investigation, it was really a blameless freak accident in 2009. 4-year-old Exodus somehow got tangled up in the string on the cord that hangs from a treadmill, which basically acted as a noose. What? Hold on, y'all. Wait. Let's look at some treadmills, because the way I see a treadmill is you ain't slipping on shit unless you walking or trying to run on it.
Oh my goodness.
Let me type this in real quick. Treadmills. Let's take a good look at some treadmills, because maybe it's something that be dangling under there that we just never paid attention to before. These treadmills look pretty basic. I don't see no cords dangling nowhere that can act as a noose. Yeah. I don't even see how anybody head can get under a treadmill, and even if it do, I can't see nobody getting choked out by no treadmill. I know Mike Tyson somewhere like, want to find out? No, I don't want to find out. Okay, there go a treadmill with the cord. But what the string do? Let me see. Treadmill bottom string. See if something pop up. Was it like a old, like one of them 1955 treadmills? Because I typed in a treadmill with a string, but it, yeah, treadmills don't have strings or no nooses attached to them. Hey, maybe he got a special one because he got a lot of money. Maybe he bought one of them exclusives, one of them official treadmills. Somehow got tangled up in the string or a cord. What do you mean, a string or a cord that hangs from a treadmill, which basically acted as a noose? Her 7-year-old brother found her and called the police, and she passed away the next day. Mike Tyson had trouble handling the grief from the death of his daughter. Soon after his daughter's treadmill accident, Mike told Oprah Winfrey that he didn't want to know the exact details because if he had anyone to blame, they'd be in trouble. Mike is known for his erratic emotions and rage. So when the police asked to investigate, or they trying to do a thorough investigation, Mike didn't want that. Don't investigate. Hell yeah, investigate. Figure out what the hell happened. For some closure, I would like to know that it wasn't no foul play. But if Mike don't want it, Mike don't care, Mike don't, hey, whatever. In a moving and tragic interview, Mike Tyson, that was a part of HBO's Real Sports, he admitted to doing cocaine to deal with X's death. He recounted being in a pediatric ICU and seeing other people whose kids were also near death and questioned his own existence. At the same time, he just couldn't handle it, so he did cocaine for a week just to get some sort of high. Mike has now admitted to struggling with drugs and alcohol throughout the years and was also diagnosed with bipolar disorder in the mid-2000s. The loss of a child for anyone is unthinkable, but we can't even imagine how challenging that was for someone with such a dark history. When the treadmill accident happened, he flew immediately to Arizona. Mike Tyson's name has been mirrored with rape and abuse allegations, but it seems like he loves and cares for his children immensely. He got some beautiful kids. Mike currently has 6 living biological children ranging in the age of 10 to 30. As more details about Mike's life comes forward, we're going to share that as well, man. So, like I said, y'all going to have to let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section. Do y'all feel like Mike did something foul? Do y'all feel like he was dirty? Y'all got to listen at this.
Do you ever look back and say, I'm not that guy I was?
All the time, all the time. Wow, yeah, it's pretty interesting you said that. Yeah, I look at that guy and said, what was going on? What was happening there? You know, you have no idea what was going on with my life back then. I said, what was going on back then with this guy?
What in effect, what the most changed you?
I don't know. I just knew I had to grow up. You know, I had a incident where I lost my daughter in some family accident at home, and it was just a time to grow up and wake up.
That was, of course, the worst incident in your life, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
She died how?
A freak accident on the treadmill.
How old was she?
4.
Were you home?
No. I wasn't living with her mother at the time. I was in Las Vegas and they live in Phoenix. And her mother called and told me what had happened, and I rushed down there, and it was already pretty much a done deal.
How do you never get over that?
Whoa. Goodness.
It was pretty much a done deal. What type of deal you talking about, Mike? A deal with the devil?
Oh my goodness.
It was pretty much a done deal. It was some freak accident that I don't know and I don't care to know. I don't want to know, but it was a done deal. Motherfucker. Hold up. Wait. He can't be serious. Let me run that back a little bit.
And they live in Phoenix. And her mother called and told me what had happened, and I rushed down there, and it was already pretty much a done deal.
Oh my
How do you never
goodness.
get over that, do you?
I don't know. No, it's just it's a new stage. It's the beginning stage, so I don't know if I get over it or not.
What?
Oh my goodness.
You don't know if you get over it or not. It's a done deal. It's a new stage. I don't know if I'll get over it or not. And you said that with a straight face? Wait a minute. Y'all got to see the look on his face.
No, it's just it's a new stage. It's the
Hold
beginning.
up.
How do you never get over that, do you?
I don't know. No, it's just it's a new stage. It's the beginning stage, so I don't know if I get over it or not.
You believe in an afterlife? Do you believe she is somewhere?
I don't know anything. I just know that we have to keep on living, and being alive is for the living, and being dead is for the dying. We have to continue living. You know?
Damn. It's like that. I don't know. I don't want to know. Life is for the living and dead is for the dead. Hey. Anyways, like I said, man, I ain't trying to convince nobody or nothing. But, yeah, y'all gonna have to let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section, man. And I need y'all to do me a huge favor. And before I get out of here, let me say this, man. People deal with their kids differently. So don't judge Mike so harshly. You got people out here, their kids still living and they still neglect their kids or still don't care enough about their kids. You got homeless people out here. You got people in foster care out here. If that's how he parent or that's how he want to go about it, I'm not accusing this man of nothing. I'm just providing y'all with information so y'all can make up y'all own mind. I'm not trying to convince you of nothing. But, hey, there's some cold people out there. He is Iron Mike. He done did plenty of stuff in his life. Maybe he just cold when it comes to stuff like that. Maybe that's just how he cope with stuff. And I'm saying all this to say that, you know, he didn't do it, but shit. It looked like he did it. I don't know. Y'all gonna have to let me know. And make sure y'all do me a favor. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Also hit that notification button, y'all. And hit that Cash App too, since ain't nobody hit the like button. I would really appreciate that. Don't forget to show me some love. All y'all beautiful ladies out there, y'all know why I do these videos. I be risking my life. I'm looking over my shoulder for Mike Tyson. I know he 50-something, 60-something, but he still got that old man strength. I really don't want no smoke. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, especially when you risk your motherfucking life.
Risk my life to give you documentations, girl. I risk my life to give you documentations, girl. I risk my life to give you documentations, girl. I risk my life to give you documentations, girl.
Sean got the docs. I'm keeping it funky like some socks. Ponytail with the box, and my cell phone look like a box. Try not to get shell shocked when I start busting out the docs. I got secret videotapes of your mom cussing out